Now let's check today's NBA highlights. First up, Jason Tatum had 24 points, 13 rebounds and 8 assists in 40 minutes Thursday night but, more importantly, walked off the floor on my own 2 feet. Next, Philadelphia 76ers star center Joel Embiid underwent emergency surgery in Houston on Thursday after being diagnosed with appendicitis a few hours before. Also, Bulls coach Billy Donovan, who has yet to decide on his future with the team, appreciated team president and CEO Michael Reinsdorf's endorsement of high. Meanwhile, Wizards forward Alex Sarr is likely to miss the final 3 games of the season with a toe injury. Additionally, the Thunder clinched the NBA's best regular season record with a win over the Clippers to join some exclusive company. And the NBA fined the Orlando Magic $25,000 on Thursday for violating league injury reporting rules before Monday night's home game against the Detroit Pie. First up, Stanford star guard Udoka Okoro will enter the NBA draft after leading the ACC in scoring as a freshman. Next, the NBA is looking into what team sources say was a strategy mistake by Kings coach Doug Christie and not tanking tactics during Tuesday's loss. That's your NBA update. Stay tuned for more. Moving on to European football news. First up, Arsenal need a win to stay in control of the league as Man City keep chasing. Another wild weekend of action awaits as we pick out the best games to W. Next, what's it like to battle against Premier League relegation? There are nerves and hope in the final games. Also, Toney has questioned the integrity of officiating in the Saudi Pro League amid a title race with Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr. Meanwhile, Bruno Fernandes expects Manchester United fans' desire for fresh meat to be satisfied this summer but stressed the importance of tying down a pillar. Additionally, Harry Kane played with pain beyond the threshold in Bayern Munich's victory against Real Madrid, head coach Vincent Kompany has revealed. And Arne Slot insists he feels the complete support of the Liverpool hierarchy as he comes under growing pressure following 3 consecutive defeats. First up, Neymar has emerged as the latest global soccer icon to draw interest from MLS, as FC Cincinnati has begun exploring options to bring the Santos star team. Next, FIFA added new, even more expensive tiers of tickets for this year's World Cup, asking up to $4,105 for a front Category 1 seat at the US Open or AGA. That's the latest from European football. Here's the latest from the NFL. First up, Matt Miller has finalized his rankings for the 2026 draft, listing his top 482 players and providing grades for each prospect. Next, could Jacob Rodriguez sneak into round 1? Our NFL draft experts weigh in with their newest intel. Also, the Justice Department has begun an investigation into whether the NFL has violated anti-competitive practices with their television contracts that REQ. Meanwhile, 5 Ohio State players are among the 16 planning to attend the first round of the NFL Draft on April 23 in Pittsburgh, a group that doesn't include F. Additionally, the 49ers agreed to a 1-year contract with free agent defensive end Cam Sample, a source told NFL Network on Thursday. And Falcons right tackle Caleb McGarry is retiring, agent Colin Roberts announced. First up, Raiders quarterback Kirk Cousins is aware that Las Vegas is expected to draft Fernando Mendoza and says he only wants to play if it's determined he's. Next, Falcons pass rusher James Pierce Jr. is not at the team's offseason workout program amid his legal problems, coach Kevin Stefanski told reporters when. That's all the big NFL news for today. Time for baseball, here's the MLB update. First up, Jeffrey Springs took a no-hit bid into the 7th inning and combined with 2 relievers on a 1-hitter to lead the Athletics to a 1-0 win over the. Next, Tigers center fielder Parker Meadows was taken away on a cart and hospitalized after an outfield collision with teammate Riley Green on Thursday. Also, Major League Baseball's average salary rose 3.4% on opening day to a record $5.34 million, according to a study by the Associated Press and the New Y. Meanwhile, Braves right-hander Reynaldo Lopez and Angels outfielder Jorge Soler have each been suspended 7 games for their roles in a benches-clearing brawl. Additionally, rookie shortstop Connor Griffin and the Pirates are in agreement on a 9-year extension, locking up the top prospect in baseball less than a week AF. And Davey Lopez, a speedy 4-time All-Star who won the World Series with the Dodgers in 1981, died Wednesday at the age of 80 after dealing with Alzheimer's. First up, Orioles right-hander Zach Eflin had season-ending Tommy John surgery Wednesday. Next, Angels right-hander Robert Stevenson will miss the 2026 season after having ligament and flexor tendon repair surgery on his right elbow. And that's your MLB roundup. More sports coming up. And in combat sports news. First up, can Carlos Ulberg upset Yuri Procházka? 3 MMA experts pick Saturday's UFC light heavyweight title fight. Next, former UFC flyweight champion breaks a tie in the ESPN P4P rankings with spectacular knockout. Also, here's a look at every weight class to determine the best of the best in UFC, PFL, and beyond. Meanwhile, former UFC fighter Darren Till has signed a multi-fight deal with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship and is set to debut on May 30th at BKFC 90 Inside Beat. Additionally, Renato Moicano dominated American top team teammate Chris Duncan on Saturday, submitting him by rear naked choke in the second round of their UFC main. And a minor injury to UFC flyweight champ Joshua Van has postponed his title defense against Tatsuro Tara to UFC 328 on May 9, officials announced on Saturday. First up, Colby Covington has filed a lawsuit against UFC rival Jorge Masvidal over a 2022 attack that took place in Miami. Next, Nate Diaz said he'd prefer to challenge for the UFC's BMF title, instead of trying to kill off Conor McGregor in a blockbuster trilogy bout. That's the latest from the Octagon. Don't go anywhere.